Welcome back to IBC for day 2. I'm Jo Mayer, and I'm joined today by Muki Kulhan, who looks after the Accelerator Innovation Programme. IBC has always been renowned as an incubator for game-changing innovation. We've got the Technical Paper Programme, we have the IBC Innovation Awards, the IBC Tech Zone, and where we are today, the IBC Accelerator Programme. So, welcome, Muki. How are you?
Hey Jo, I'm so happy to be back here. I'm good. We're on day 2. I'm running off a little bit of sleep, but I think it's all adrenaline. The projects we have this year are so exciting, and everyone has been doing such a great job exhibiting them in their little booths and things.
So Muki, for people who don't necessarily know, can you tell us a little bit more about the Accelerator Programme, where it started, where we are now?
Absolutely. So the IBC Accelerator is coming up on its 5th year, integrated into the 5th year. The first year was the IBC Catalyst Program in 2019, which only had about 3 projects. That was a little bit of a test bed. Going into 2020, and then coming this up into the 5th year. But the Accelerator Program is essentially a framework for the industry, by the industry, to set out industry-recognized challenge that technically we're all trying to figure out, technically, physically, normally set by champions, which are the broadcasters like tech companies, studios like IMBD or Lionsgate. Then an open call goes out to the participants, who are the vendors or suppliers, who step up to the table to propose some solutions. And then what forms are mini consortiums, where it's a little bit part mad scientist lab, part think tank, part executive think tank, part hackathon, and what was said on stage today, part help group, where they're exploring these things together in about a 3 or 4 month sprint. There's no wrong answers. No one's setting out to develop one final solution of everything, but then we come to IBC and reveal everything, warts and all, and it's been so exciting to kind of unpack that project by project. So
no, it's brilliant. I mean, what are the key themes that are coming out of the projects this year, and also how do those key themes sort of show us, where the future of the industry is going, where we'll be in, 20 years' time?
Yeah, I think where we're in 20 years' time, hopefully not all robots or anything like that. Honestly, I feel like one right now. I think the word exploration will never leave us. The word innovation never leaves us. So I know that, in a way, exploration is like a key theme. But, what we're kind of looking at is a little bit of a resurgence of some of the projects from the last few years kind of rise up into brand new challenges, looking at on-prem cloud solutions, fan personalizations, things that are really, really intensified on gallery agnostic type of remote production. We also have an amazing extension around, new, emerging technologies that are not so new, but you're seeing them put to use now, such as, game engine enhanced applications from Unity and Unreal, synthetic humans. We have a huge, massive themes around accessibility this year, such as avatars for sign language, XR sports, standardization, data, metadata. But I think 2 key themes that have been very consistent with all 8 projects have been around accessibility and sustainability, which is really, really hopeful, and it's nice that they're including those into both the technical side of things and software, hardware, on location.
Well, that's great to hear. So while we are here, we are at the Accelerator Innovation Zone. We have all the project teams here, and Muki, would you be happy to take us on a little tour and introduce us to some of the teams who are here and find out a little bit more about the projects they're working on?
You know what? It's my pleasure to do so, Jo. Yeah. But the difference is last year, ladies and gentlemen, if you were here, I ran off with a cabled mic around the entire thing and did a mad scientist tour. But luckily, I've got permission now. Okay, so I'd love to introduce you. Follow me this way.
I will leave you to
Okay, thank you.
I'll come back in.
Okay, I'd like to introduce you to my close personal showbiz friends, Sunshine and Holly. Tell us a little bit about the project you've been involved in for Accelerators, and this is your 2nd year back, isn't it?
It is our 2nd year back, yeah. So we've been looking this year, we're looking at authenticating data, so looking at how we distribute and standardize content metadata, and also how we authenticate that it's come from the studio and the publisher.
And JJ, you're with Fabric, so explain Fabric's role there.
Yeah, Fabric, we are a title management and title catalog software company, and we're metadata geeks, right? So we geek out over metadata.
We love to geek out, nerd out, girls.
We geek out over metadata. So we we want to see the industry really adopt a good standardized way of distributing and verifying this data.
Absolutely. Thank you, Chandra. And Holly, this is your second year back, your second accelerator. So explain, there's a second microphone for you. As if by magic, the producer.
I feel so special.
And it's real. It's not even like a synthetic. So tell us, please introduce yourself and tell us what you do and what's been different between the last 2 years of the accelerators.
Oh, sure. So I'm Holly Choi. I'm the executive director of ITER. ITER is the Entertainment Identifier Registry. So what we do, if you think ISBN for books, that's what we do for media and entertainment assets. This is our second year joining the accelerator with the same sort of band as last year.
Back in the band.
Back in the band.
Some different roadies, maybe.
A little bit, yeah. There were some new faces this year. But I think the big difference was I felt this year I was a lot more involved in really sort of helping everyone understand how the studios really do things and the workflows, and how does this data get created and where does it come from and where does it go.
Yeah, and those studios this year, congratulations both of you, like the champions involved this year. Wow, we'll talk about raising the game. You got IBDM. IMDb. I'm so sorry.
Fox, Paramount.
ITV.
We've got Xperi, so
yes.
GMBD as well. And
ladies, super group. Kudos to you.
Yeah.
And how have the champions found this project?
It's been received.
Feels like it's the beginning, really, isn't it?
It's the beginning of something. Like last year, the beginning
Yes.
of something. It's been received so well. It really has. So
Absolutely.
Internally from our champions,
Yes.
the project, and externally as well. So we're stoked. We're stoked that we're kind of driving forward how to solve a problem.
We're stoked. We're geeking out. We're nerding out, ladies and gentlemen. One last plug for your session. That's today, Saturday, September 16th.
1:30.
At 1:30
On the
CET.
innovation stage.
Yes, on the innovation stage in Hall 3. But we want everybody here and to come check out the project. Thank you very much, ladies. We're going to have a little mini accelerator tour. Follow me this way. We're going to come say hi to my other close personal showbiz friends in the Synthetic Humans for entertainment and accessibility. Oh, hey, guys. What's happening? Ciao. Ciao. Ciao.
Hi.
Ciao.
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 Ciao. Hi.
Ciao.
Ciao. Ciao.
This is how we start every meeting here. Ciao, Roberto. There we go. Okay. I'd like you to meet some of the team from the Synthetic Humans for Entertainment and Accessibility. This is a fantastically important project that was originally spawned out of two pitches from Kickstart Day. One focusing on synthetic humans for a posthumous avatar and Maria Callas. The other one focusing on synthetic human avatars for sign language and signing and our deaf community all around the world, but focusing on the British Sign Language. So a quick introduction. Ciao, Roberto. Please introduce yourself and where you come from and what you're doing on this project as lead.
Okay, so thank you, Muki. I'm from RAI R&D. RAI is the Italian public broadcaster, and we led the workstream 1, that was the entertainment use case. And we try to understand how digital twins are useful, can be used in the broadcaster pipeline. So that was our we recreated the legendary opera singer Maria Callas, known as La Divina, and that's
right. And so it's been like you went up on Kickstart Day, and some of the consortium has formed. We've been working with Unreal, with Unity, YLE, RAI, EBU. So a lot of learnings, and this is just the beginning. So your session is when? It's tomorrow.
Tomorrow at 1:30.
At 1:30, right here at the innovation stage.
Yeah, and
I'm chairing it. I know when it is. I'm just quizzing him.
After the presentation, we have the live demo with Noitone
Yes.
and white light.
Yes.
Volumetric LED wall with white light. So it's very. It will be an engaging interactive session. It's another output of our accelerator.
And the RAI, how was that Italian accent? I'm Hungarian,
Perfect. No,
Chicago
perfect.
girl. It's like going to be really rubbish. As a major broadcaster in Europe, this has been like a really good tipping point type of discovery for you of how you utilize these 3D assets, right?
Yes, the good thing is you can reutilize as much as you want we output on gaming and then website and then interactive experiences. So it's very, very interesting.
So lots more to come. We're going to hear a little bit more from you, and a quick soundbite from our good friend Mark Apley from Signly.
Yeah.
Just please say hello. Tell us your name.
Everybody. I'm
and
Mark,
tell us a little bit about
Signly.
Signly and what does Signly do.
We're on a mission to mainstream sign language. Matt Kirby, our deaf colleague, has presented the weather forecast.
His flight was late. He should have been
He
here
should
now.
be here now to talk about it, but he's not, so I'll fill in. He signed the weather forecast. We've also used AI to give him a voice as well.
Synthetic voice from Respeecher,
so
one of
Matt is
our
an oral
participants.
So this is just I think, fairly novel and
Yes.
innovative way of using AI. Don't
Yes.
think it's been done before.
Exactly. We've been exploring some of that, like a little bit further on how to potentially, talk to our friends at SMPTE and talk about standardization and avatars for the hearing impaired and the deaf community. So thank you for your help today. No, thank you for your help the whole project.
Lovely to be
And thank you for your soundbite today. We're just going to go down the line. Quick hello, because I got to keep moving.
Hi.
Introduce yourself here.
I'm Alberto Ciprian from Rai R&D. I'm colleague of Roberto and Davide.
Yes.
Davide Zappia from Rai R&D.
Yes.
Takashi Takeuchi from Oxfordis, University of Southampton, and also presenting abroad from King's College, both in UK.
Okay, right. What we didn't mention about this project is very, very important. The exploration of binaural and spatialized audio within these three-dimensional environments. And
We do 3D
can you
audio
give us
part of it.
Yes. This is where the academia come in as champions on these projects and really dig deep, bring some of the learnings from the research that you've been doing already.
Yeah.
But
Would you like to
most
listen
importantly, yeah. What's that?
Would you like to listen in there? It's
Well,
there?
we're live on Facebook right now,
Okay.
actually. So, do you just want to give us like a one-sentence recap of your
Okay.
role in this accelerator
Okay.
and how
Yeah.
excited you are to be here?
So basically, when they synthesize Maria Callas' voice or singing, we take the audio data, place it in a virtual concert hall, and we kind of add the reverberation, direction of the speakers, as if you are in a kind of real environment. So you hear people all around you, and
Yes.
it's not only happening from the TV. Sort of thing.
Excellent. We're very grateful for your participation as a champion
thank you.
from the University of Southampton. And please make sure you stop by the Accelerator Zone in Hall 3 to check out more. Thank you very much. We're going to
Thank
move
you.
on to one last project. One more? Do we have time for one more? Joe? Okay, one more. One more.
just time
Okay.
for one more
One
quick
more quick
project.
one. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay. Follow me, everybody. Okay. Hey, Grania. Hey, everybody. This is Dan Strutt. Wait, we need the microphone here. Oh, there we go. So tell us who you are and where you're come from and your involvement in this accelerator and what the project is.
Yeah, okay, so I'm Dan Strutt from Goldsmiths University, and I was invited to be part of this project as a champion, sort of providing an artistic solution to a very tech-led project. The tech is this very mobile, easy to set up 5G network that can be put in venues that wouldn't normally be able to be used for streaming video and events and stuff like that. We've been doing this for a couple of years now, connecting people remotely across the world, dancing together in kind of unreal virtual environments. And we've been thinking a lot about the experience of the dancer in terms of embodiment and presence and being able to really communicate with each other in these spaces. And our priority as part of that research was always to have a low barrier to access, really participatory, really up here, really kind of anyone can access this kind of technology. The Noitom system's great for motion capture because you can just strap that on and use it anywhere. And now, piggybacking on this 5G network, you can literally do it anywhere as well. You don't need to be in some expensive production facility, big, expensive mocap
You sound like
studio.
you know what you're talking about, Dan.
I've spoken about this a lot, to be honest. I've got
No.
a presentation shtick.
Yeah, and I know that you've worked with Noitom before, and what I love about what you do as an academic, but also so passionate about, the exploration of movement
There I
and
am on the
data,
screen.
and what is happening with the performer. Because what we do forget about sometimes, we're at a gigantic technology production show, but we're talking about the audience, the end user here, and what is the experience for that audience. But it does go down to the performer. It's got to be right for that performer in
Yeah.
order for that audience. So
Absolutely. I mean, the emphasis on latency in this, as I said, is a tech-led project. Latency is really important for the performer to feel, in the work that we've done before, we always sort of moved away from really structured set choreography, because you don't really need to be in this non-linear virtual environment to do that. You can just do that and then do it in post-production. But here, with low latency, the dancers can really connect with each other, respond to each other, mirror each other in a kind of semi-improvisational way, and that's really exciting in a way. It's like being in the physical studio but remotely, and really sort of
exactly.
A new workful.
Exactly. Exactly. Thank you, Dan. That was a good one. High five. The second work stream in this was also focused around motion capture within an animated characters, and the focus group around children's cancer wards. So we had a lot of success with that proof of concept. The learnings you can find everywhere on the IBC website at the accelerators and find out more. Thank you so much, Dan from Goldsmiths. I'm going to grab that back to you. Hand it back to Joe as we wrap up this segment. Welcome, of Facebook Live.
Welcome back, Muki.
Thank you, Joe.
Honestly, that was fantastic and fascinating. So many interesting projects. If you're here at IBC, please come down to Hall 3, the Accelerator Innovation Zone, and hear the outcomes of all those projects on the innovation stage. So just a final thing I wanted to ask Muki, how do people get involved in the 24 program? When does it start? What's the process?
It never stops, Joe. But what
I know
I'll give you a plug. So what's happening? The cycle of the Accelerator program technically starts now. We're exhibiting the 8 projects that's happened this year, but the applications will start like just after IBC. Mm-hmm. So we want to really make an open call to the champions, again, the broadcasters, the large tech companies, the academia, to step forward with the challenges that you know that you need to be exploring. The applications will start to come in probably up to the beginning of December, so you have a short window, and then Mark Smith and I will review those and select maybe a dozen or so to present at Kickstart Day in February, where then 12 become 8 and the process starts again, and we'll be talking in a year's time about that.
And then we start all over again.
We start all over again, Joe.
Muki, thank you so much
thank you, Joe.
again for your time. And
thank you for all your support, and thank you everybody for staying curious about innovation and our crazy world of R&D.
Exactly. So thank you everyone for taking the time to listen to us. I will be back tomorrow. I will be talking to Fergal and Pippa about our IBC Innovation and Social Impact Awards, which are taking place tomorrow night. Thank you very much. Have a great show.